No, sir. Get your ball. Hi friends, welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Lindsay, and this is Odin. He's never too far. Now he's resting his head in my lap. And also a moment for this shirt. It's a cowboy golden. So it's almost the weekend and I'm extra excited about this one. One, because it's a long weekend. It'll be Memorial Day weekend and that is kind of like the kickoff to summer in my mind. And two, I usually have a wedding to photograph on this weekend because people like to use that extra day off. But as a wedding vendor, I can tell you that I do not love when people do that because then I don't get the long weekend. But this year, I do. So we're going to Montana and we're staying in an Airbnb for a whitewater festival. We're not actually whitewater rafting. I think that would be crazy. I would do it, but I would also insist upon wearing a helmet and like actually reading the waiver that I'm signing my life away to. But we've never been to the festival before. We've been to the town several times and we love it. It's a super small, cozy town, very walkable, very dog friendly. There's lots of places to swim and I can tell you more about it and obviously show you when we get there, but for now I need to set you down. This is tiring my arms out. That's like an arm workout. So today I've decided to change my ways. I hate being rushed and I hate packing the car quickly and just like feeling like I forgot something or like I'm making people like wait for me. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pack what I can. So I figured I would show you what I pack for Odin. And this is like a 3 to 4 day trip. This is just what I'm packing for this trip. Obviously it could vary like for season or places, but we did get a few new things too. So I thought this would be a great time to update our packing list. So we're gonna show you. So before or as I'm starting to pack the car, I will give him a calming chew, like a CBD chew. And right now we have this, I think it's Reggie. If you haven't picked up yet, I am always worried about pronouncing something wrong and then like people thinking that I'm stupid because that has happened before. And I'm a better person because of it. I now know how to pronounce Yosemite and epitome. And now like in my mind, I'm like, please tell me I just pronounced those right on the internet for like all of our 3 friends to see. But yeah, I just don't think that it's very kind to make people feel stupid for not knowing how to pronounce things if you've literally never heard it out loud before. So this is what Odin is using right now. I give him 2 of these about 30 minutes, I would say, before we leave, just because he does have a little anxiety in the car that we're still working on. And for this time of year, there's obviously more thunderstorms, and then closer we get to 4th of July, we'll have fireworks. Let's just start with all of the edible things. So obviously I'm bringing treats. This is a new pack. He actually hasn't tried these yet, but it's the strawberry mint flavor from What's Barking. This is a USA brand, also veteran owned and woman owned. If they're human grade, I'm not above trying it. We like to stick to his routine when we're traveling, so I'm gonna take his vitamins. We have this multivitamin Fin tin, and I really love Fin, so we have a few of their things that I'm gonna take. This is a new thing that they're doing. They're doing a plaque powder now, so we're gonna start him on this. I have tried a plaque powder before, and I kind of got out of the habit of doing it. It was a different brand obviously, but I would love to find something that works well for his teeth and that he actually likes. This one is peanut butter flavor, so I hope he likes these. And also these tins are so cute, and I saw that you can like make them into candles. Maybe if I have an extra one, when Bestie, Lane, and Fox are over, we can make candles. I need friends to do stuff with. Anyway, however many nights we stay, I'll just like take that many. So another Fin thing that is their dental chews. He gets these as part of his like nightly routine, like once the clock strikes 8 or 9 if we're in Montana. He'll like come over and start asking for them. And the last of his edible things besides his actual food are these Rigby pouches, and I usually take 2 just in case, but one of them can last about 3 days. Like I'll do 3 uses and put it on his lick mat, and it's super easy to squeeze in there, so I don't have to like pack yogurt. Or if you've done lick mats, some lick mats and bowls are stunning, but especially for travel, I'm just gonna take this and squeeze it on there just to kind of stick with his routine and Also, like, as it gets warmer out, it's nice for him to come back from like a walk or an outing or whatever and have something nice and cold. Also, sorry if you can hear my neighbors mowing, but also I will not apologize for the sounds of summer. But we'll move on to like kind of medical safety stuff, and I feel like I should probably think about this stuff a little bit more, maybe expand on like his first aid kit. But I have this hotspot gel spray, and I actually had to get this last year because for the first time he was cutting his paws on the rocks, because like our beaches around here are more rocky, they're not typically sandy, so he was cutting them and then they would stay wet for a bit and then he would lick them, and then behold, a hot spot. So I take this with us now, and also especially for swim season, we're gonna keep an ear cleaner on us, and I've been trying to do better of actually drying off under and in his ears after he swims. But you know, sometimes the moisture just gets trapped in there and irritates him. It'll turn red and he'll shake a lot. Sometimes his ears will be like one's higher, one lower, but ear cleaner. And then also an eye wash, just in case, you know, if we're around. He rolls a lot, dirt, water, sand, rocks, whatever. You've seen him play. So one thing that I've actually just added to his packing list, because, you know, no shame, you live and you learn, you think of things that like should seem obvious, but I am making a little tick kit. So I have tweezers. These were mine, but now they're dedicated tick tweezers, and I had to buy myself new ones, but that's okay. But actually, Treasure was over and he had a tick on him, so had to get that off. Odin is on preventatives, but we are in, you know, like tall grass, woodsy areas, go hiking a lot, and just, you know us, you know the areas that we're in. But we're gonna keep some tick stuff on us, and actually have a glove in there too, because I feel like I would gag if I didn't. So I've actually only ever found 1 or maybe 2 ticks on Odin ever. That is really, really nice, but obviously you never know, and everybody's area is different and anything can happen to anybody. So grooming stuff, I'm gonna take his slicker brush. This is also good for checking for ticks, because that's gonna get under all of his coats. There's some hair coming off of it right now, but this is from Pupwell. And then I also have these miniature scissors from Pupwell. Those are gonna be good. Like, he gets a lot of sap in his paws, honestly. And then not from Pupwell, but in a Pupwell bag, because I just got their whole like ultimate grooming kit and everything came wrapped in these like nice bags, is toothbrush and toothpaste. Okay, then moving on to some accessories for Odin / me. We're gonna take a fanny pack. This is obviously the Lululemon one, and I have a dupe that I'll show you too. So we're gonna have poop bags in there, and I have this pet corrector, which thankfully I've never had to use before. I shouldn't have said that, spoken that into existence, but it is basically like a pressurized little canister. So if like an off-leash dog comes up to you, essentially you're supposed to be able to kind of spray this in their direction, and you know, it makes like a high-pitched sound to scare them away. And then I also always have some good boy treats in here. That is what I call his little high-value treats throughout the day. Like when I say, look at me, that's when he gets a good boy. And I usually put them in this fabulous bag. I would love like the Sunny Tails. I think she has like a silicone treat pouch, but I have a Ziploc treat pouch. I did just get this little pouch from Pupwell, and I think that would be a perfect size for like a patio, and it would look super cute clipped on, you know, the fanny packs or like an actual purse or whatever. And then also from Pupwell that matches that is a little poop bag holder, and I've never had a cute poop bag holder before. Like, I would actually, like, this could be like a little purse charm. I don't even carry purses. Like, Lex, if you're watching this, she says that I dress like a little boy, and it is extremely true. So I don't know why I'm talking about like wearing real outfits and stuff, but anyway, this is my Lululemon dupe fanny pack. It's essentially the same exact thing, except it was like $10 on Amazon, free to me because my mom got it for me. But this one has 2 zippers, and
Yeah, the other one just has one. And then a little bit bigger, this one is also from Amazon. It's a Free People dupe. I like to take this one for fetch because it can fit his water bottle in it. I did have to buy this tiny water bottle to specifically fit in that pocket, but his collapsible chuck it will fit in here. My camera, his Good Boys, my wallet, sunglasses, phone, my mini tripod that I have you on right now, like everything will fit in this bag. And if I do wear real clothes, then I have a variation of this that's like suede and another one that's leather, and I know that those fit everything in it too. And this I wasn't gonna take, but our Airbnb said to be bear aware because you never know. We are going to Montana. We'll be in a neighborhood, I believe, but you just never know. So if I take this out of its pouch, it'll start jingling, but essentially it has Velcro on it, so I can hook that around Odin's harness and he will jingle, jingle, jingle and scare all of the bears away. So this really comes in handy like in the summer when we are the only people on a trail like in the middle of the Montana wilderness. So maybe this saved our lives once before, I don't know. Something new to his packing list are these like kind of everyday booties. He does have snow booties that I take obviously in the winter, but these ones are going to be good for like hiking on rocks in the summer or the hot ground, or like keeping glass and other stuff out of his paws. And these are the large. They are from Nonstop Dogwear. I will let you know, I promise, if he needs to wear these, I will take so many pictures and videos because it's Odin in booties. So a few more wearable things. I have his long line. I think this one is 30 feet. I love that, like if we're exploring a new trail or a new park or something and I don't want him to be totally off leash but still give him a little bit of freedom. And then in this little jewelry case I keep his tags and charms. I literally don't even pack jewelry for myself anymore. I just wear whatever I want to wear and then Odin gets options. Okay, we are almost done, but this is something new as well. It is my first hands-free leash. It is not fabulous, but it is oh so functional. It is also from Nonstop Dogwear, and I actually love their like carabiner clip, and if you can see that, so when I clip it, it's gonna rotate around and lock it. So that'll be great like if he's ever pulling me like a maniac for some reason and maybe another type of clip were to break or something. Another thing from Nonstop that I'm gonna give a try is this collar, because he doesn't necessarily need to swim in a harness, but I like to have something on him, like if I need to grab him real quick or, you know, put a tag on it obviously. But this one is supposed to be waterproof and it is like partially a slip, so I don't know that I will want him to wear a slip collar in the water, but he has been wearing just, you know, I want to have a quick release option, but he has been wearing this just regular Carhartt collar, and I have his microchip information on here. So he typically wears this one and I just take off his actual harness so he doesn't get it wet. Speaking of his harnesses, the ones that I've been loving and you've probably seen, there's so much fur on them right now, but I have the Wild One harness. I actually got them at, you know, TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something, and they're not the original price. And then they didn't have the leashes to match, but I found these on Amazon. I think the brand is Wise Dog, and it matches perfectly. And same for his purple one. Let me make that more presentable. So Wild One harness and Wise Dog leash. Maybe I will link these below in our storefront. And like I said, he's got to have options, so we'll take a few bandanas. These are all from Arlo & Co, and we love the reversible ones, especially when we're traveling. So I'm just gonna take a few like more summery options. This one is corduroy, but I feel like this blue is kind of like lake, blue sky kind of feeling. Obviously, I'm not packing his food yet, but this is what I pack his food in. It is a wilder dog. That is another thing that I used to pronounce wrong because I'd said wilder dog. And if somebody tells me that it is actually wilder dog, then I don't know. Then that's what it is. So that brand, and this fits, it fits a lot of food. And then I have an extra poop bag holder on there, and then it is like kind of airtight. Then you do, you know, clip, self-explanatory. And then we have a matching water slash food bowl, but he doesn't like to eat or drink out of this, so I actually just like throw his like the ear cleaner and all those little kind of odds and ends in there. But that's kind of nice because then I know exactly where those are. The most obvious things, we're gonna take a Chuck It. I like this one. It is a little bit bigger than the collapsible one, like when that one is collapsed, but I think this one is prettier. And we're gonna take a couple of lammies. Evie, if you're watching this, this is still one of his favorites. I'm gonna take 2 of those, one for the car, and that one will be soaked by the time we get there. So I will let that one dry, or if the Airbnb has a washing machine, I will throw that in there and then keep the other one dry to actually nib on. Look! Who is it? Where were we? So we're gonna keep the second one dry for him to actually nib on in the Airbnb. And the last few times we've been places, I've taken a little bed with us, and I don't actually put that one in his kennel when he's riding. So when he's nibbing on, lamb chop in there and that gets all soaked. This bed is not in there, so it is not getting soaked. It is dry and ready to go in the Airbnb or wherever we're staying. And speaking of the car and crate and stuff, he has been riding in the crate when we go places still. That is already in the car, and we have some travel collapsible water bowls in the car. I have a life jacket in there as well. Of course, I'll pack his bowls too. He has a slow feeder for his food and then just a regular size water bowl to take inside. That's it, unless a few things are on like my end of the packing list, but we do take a million blankets anytime we go anywhere, especially to Airbnbs, because we put them over every surface. Not really crazy like bouncing off the walls, bouncing like couch to couch or whatever, but he is a golden and I don't want to pay extra pet fees. Let you know if I forgot anything, but anything that you have seen, if I can link it, I will link it below. And yeah, I'm excited to have a nice long weekend and happy that you're coming along with us. Are you excited? You still look sleepy. There's his other lammy that I had set aside to show you because I said we bring 2, but he already stole it and was nibbing it. And there's his donut bed. He's probably gonna steal that ball. We always bring a backup Chuck It ball, and you have to make sure that you take the ones that float because you only make that mistake once. What are you looking for? Why over there? Lady, come here. Ready? Let's go. Lock it. Let's go. I'm happy. Don't you come shake on me. Good boy. Tick, 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 tick. So we're at our Airbnb. We got here yesterday, but we couldn't check in until like 3. But we did get to walk around the town and go in the shops, and there was live music. We didn't really get to see any of the whitewater rafting or kayaking, so we'll make sure to do that today. We did all stay up really late. After we took Odin swimming, we came back here. I fell asleep. I woke up at like midnight and it was really quiet. So I was like, where is everybody? And then I found out that they were downtown. So I walked downtown. Our Airbnb is only like a 10-minute walk and it's a really safe town. Knock on wood. But I wasn't completely alone. I was on the phone with Bestie Elena. But by the time I got down there, they were actually on their way back. I don't know how we didn't pass each other. I think because I went in the back door of this place and they went out the front door. But Andrew came back and walked back to the house with me, and then I stayed up for like another hour reading ACOTAR, which I'm still really loving. I hope I'll have more time to read that today. But first things first, we're gonna look for some coffee. We'll probably walk Odin to town and get something from one of the bakeries there. And then we have some whitewater
racing to watch. Odin, what are you doing? No, sir. This guy looks a little bit scary. 'Tis the season to be murdered. Is that the cherry? Hi. What are you doing? Get it. Okay. What is it, bud? You Bambi? Today's Memorial Day, so no more festival activities today, and it is time to check out in a couple of hours, but right now we're just grabbing some coffee. Yesterday was nice and it was surprisingly hot. Apparently it always rains on this weekend here, and especially in Montana, you just never know what you're gonna get any time of year. But this weekend we got like 70s and sunny, and I definitely got some sun sitting out and watching the whitewater rafting yesterday. I think I got the dreaded Apple Watch tan line, which I'm always telling my photography clients to try to avoid, but now I am that person. But I just got it this year, so I'm just not in the habit of taking it off yet. But yeah, we watched the kayakers and rafters for a couple hours, and then Andrew and I went and got the best tacos ever, and I made Andrew buy me the little cherry guy that I showed you because he won some money on, I think, a Keno machine, and I was like, if we keep playing this down, you have to get me this cherry. And I really wanted the cherry because there are cherry orchards all over the lake. The lake has extremely clean glacier-fed water, so it makes some really great cherries. I hope there are some when we come back soon. Hi, buddy. And people will do like little cherry stands alongside the road, and it's just really cute and small town things. But after that, we went back to the house and napped and came back down into town for a little bit to hear like the results of who won all the races and stuff. Then we went back to the house again, made bison burgers and ate those on the back porch. And we took Ode out for another sunset swim and back to the house again. We're really getting our steps in. Of course, I'm talking about this stuff while I'm not wearing my Apple Watch. And then I read some ACOTAR, and I think I only have like 20 more pages left, so maybe I'll find some time to read that this morning. But before we leave, we're getting coffee, maybe another huckleberry roll, maybe time for another swim. That is really what he's wanting to do, and I know you can hear the river probably, so that is, he's kind of wanting to head towards the water. But we have about a 4-hour drive home today, and I'm excited for June. We have so many fun things. Bestie, Elena, and Fox will be over, and I feel like I will be better than ever. So thank you for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I dropped my phone. Hi, buddy. Anyway, bye. What are you doing? You want your ball? Let me get it. Let me get it. There you go. Oh, you dropped it, bud. You gonna go get it? We can't play here. I guess we could. Good boy.
My little buddy. Little doggy dude. Time to check out. Tragically, I only have that much left. Not the life.